Hi guys, so the World Cup starts June 11th. Here is how you can make your edits go crazy in CapCut. Now, as usual, the go-to app that we're going to be using to edit our FIFA World Cup content is going to be CapCut. But before we get into that, let's talk about footage. Where can you actually get your content from without having this copyright marks on it? I'm going to share with you my top 3 best options. So number 1, record your TV during the match, set your tripod, and face it to your television. Make sure to keep your phone steady with a tripod. No one wants to be watching a match that is just shaking. So that is why tripod is very, very important. If you don't have a tripod, go over to C Media and shop for one. And make sure that the lights in your room or your parlor isn't reflecting on the TV because it has a way of. So for better results, just off all the lights. Number 2, YouTube has this Creative Commons football clips. You can literally search for it right now. Just go to YouTube, filter by Creative Commons license, and then search FIFA highlights. Number 3, we have CapCut. CapCut actually has its own media library, and all you have to do is go to the media tab, search football or soccer, and you will find free clips ready to use. Now these are your 3 best options for getting your clips for this FIFA World Cup. And now that you've gotten it saved in your gallery, the next step is to drag them to your timeline. And now let's begin editing. For this tutorial, I'm going to be editing with my phone. Import your footage into the CapCut app, and once you've imported all your footage into the CapCut app, I want you to pay attention to these techniques I'm about to dish out in this video because they are very, very important. And also, these are things that are going to make your video stand out. Don't tell anyone. Okay, so first we have the slow motion technique. This is actually where you make your edits to start looking cinematic. Slow motion on the right moment. Everything has to do with the right moment, because if you use it when it's not right, it's going to make your video look somehow. So slow motion on the right moment. Let's say a celebration, a goal, a tackle, or a dribble. That is what will make people glue. Now let's get into our CapCut app. Let me show you how you can actually do that. Select your clip on the timeline, tap speed, then choose curve speed. Now this is the good stuff, right? Curve speed lets you control exactly where your clip slows down and where it speeds back up. Personally for me, I like to use this particular preset here as a starting point. It slows the middle of the clip and keeps the beginning and the end at normal speed. If someone is running towards the goal, the build-up is fast. The moment of the kick slows way down, and then the celebration snaps back to full speed. So you want to play around with the curve handle to get the exact speed feel you want. The goal is to make the viewer feel the moment like they're right in the stadium. Honestly, this one edit alone will make your edit looks 10 times more professional, and it only takes like 30 seconds to apply. Now for the next technique, let's talk about transition that hits. I don't want you going crazy with 50 different transitions in one video. Honestly, that's the number 1 mistake beginners make. Pick 2, maybe 3, and use them consistently throughout. My top 3 for sports edits right now are the zoom transition. It's aggressive, it's fast, and it matches the energy of football perfectly. Now to apply it, tap the gap between 2 clips on your timeline, go to transitions, search zoom, and apply it. Set the duration to about 0.3 seconds. You want it snappy, no time for dull moments. This is football. Number 2, we have the glitch transition. Honestly, this is very great for dramatic moments. Talking about like right before the goal is scored. Now to apply that, it's the same process. Just search glitch in the transition tab. Number 3 is a simple cut. Don't ever underestimate a clean cut. Cinched perfectly to the beat. Sometimes less is more. Speaking of beats, let's talk about cinching your cuts to music. This is actually what separates a good edit from a normal edit, and this kind of edits to go viral. Now that brings us to section 4, trending audio and cinch beats. Cinched, am I getting that right? You already know, for this kind of video, we're talking about football. I've said it like how many times? Audio is literally everything. The right sound can make a mediocre edit go viral. And here is how you can find trending audio inside CapCut. Tap the audio tab at the bottom, then go to sounds. You'll see a trending section at the top. These are the sounds that are blowing up right now across TikTok and Reels for World Cup content. Look for anything that is dramatic, orchestral, or high energy hip hop. Now, once you've added your audio, here's the beat sync trick. Tap on your audio track, then tap beat. CapCut will automatically detect the beat in the song and place markers on your timeline. So now all you have to do is align your clip cuts to those markers. This is a trick most people are sleeping on. When your cuts lands exactly on your beat, your edit feels professional even if the footage is basic. Practice this on one video and you will never go back. I love using dramatic cinematic music for the slow-mo moments. You can have 2 audio tracks in CapCut. Use that features. So yeah, I don't really do football content on my page, but I do this for clients. I edit for clients who actually post faceless videos on their page, and these football videos really do well. And audio, I've noticed, out of my years of experience is number one thing when it comes to a football video. The audio, oh my god, you don't want to sleep on that. Okay, now that we are halfway through our edits, you'll notice that your video is already looking fire. Now let's sprinkle a little bit of finishing touching on it. We're gonna make it polished, look more polished with text overlays and graphics. For World Cup edits, the most effective text overlays are bold, clean fonts. Let me show you how to do that right here. In CapCut, go to text. Now you want to type out the player name. Choose a bold font. I like Impact or any sans serif or anyone that is just subtle and good. I add a subtle animation like fading. Scorecards show the score of the match in the corner. Keep it small and clean so it doesn't distract from the footage. Country flags. CapCut has flag stickers, like everything you need built in. So go to stickers, search the country name and drag it onto your clip. Position it at the top right. One more important thing, keep your text consistent. Honestly, that's what makes it look professional, because I don't want to be watching the same video and at every 2 minutes I'm seeing different fonts. Like, I will still watching the same video. When you keep your fonts consistent throughout the video, your videos start looking like a professional production. Right now we are almost done. Before you export, let me show you the right settings so that your video doesn't lose quality. If you follow this channel, you know that quality is T. We take that as priority. Let's go. Let me show you how to do that. Tap the export button at the top right. Set your resolution to 108p or 1080p. That's the sweet spot for YouTube and Reels. Frame rate, set it to 30 FPS for standard content or 60 FPS if your footage is smooth and high quality. Maybe if you filmed with a camera, for instance. But if you film your phone, make sure, or you recorded or screen recorded or exported your video from wherever, make sure you do this, okay? Now, here's the bonus I promised you in this video. If you want both a YouTube version and a Reels version from the same video, because we have to make use of our time right here, right? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to export your 16:9 or is it 0.9 version first, which is the YouTube format, all right? Then you go back to your projects. After you must have exported that one, change the canvas ratio to 9:16. Reposition your clips so that the main action is centered. So yeah, that's how you reposition it. Once you're done repositioning and everything is exactly how you want, you can now go ahead and export again. 2 videos, 1 edit. You see that? Double the content, double the search. You post the main video on your YouTube, you post the other one on your Reels for TikTok, Instagram, or even your YouTube Shorts. That's it. You now have everything you need to make a viral World Cup edit in CapCut. From setting up your project to slow motions to transition to beat sync to test overlays, all the way to exporting for multiple platforms. My football lovers, the World Cup starts June 11th, and I'm an Arsenal fan. I don't know. It's not because we are winning or anything, but yeah, you have a few days to get your edits on and out before everyone else catches on it. Because right now people can copy and paste and copy and paste. So do it now. If this video helps you, drop a comment. Tell me, which team are you supporting? What is your team? Let's spread it down below. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I don't know if you are. If you want more CapCut tutorials just like this one, please subscribe, because I post videos like this every week on this channel. If there's any kind of edits you would like me to cover, please let me know down in below too, and I'll see you on the next one. But for now, peace.